High above the world, little Droplet lived in the Cloud Kingdom. It was a magical place where the clouds were as soft as cotton candy and the sky was always a brilliant shade of blue. He was a tiny droplet of water with a big smile. Every day he would sparkle in the sunlight and dance with the wind.
I loved to play with my friends. We would gather in groups and form little puddles, laughing and splashing around. We would tumble and spin in the fluffy white clouds. Sometimes, we would even form shapes and play guessing games about what we looked like.
One day, little Droplet looked down from the sky. He saw green forests, sparkling rivers, and fields of flowers swaying in the breeze, and a giant blue ocean that seemed to stretch on forever. The sight filled him with wonder and curiosity.
Wow, I want to see the world. I want to explore all those beautiful places and meet new friends.
An old wise raindrop heard him. This raindrop had traveled the world many times and had many stories to tell.
That's the spirit. It's time for you to join the water cycle. You'll get to see the world and experience many adventures.
A little Droplet didn't know what that meant, but it sounded exciting. He imagined himself traveling through rivers, lakes, and oceans, meeting other droplets and learning about their lives. The thought of such an adventure made his heart race with excitement. And so, with a heart full of dreams and a spirit ready for adventure, little Droplet prepared to embark on his journey. He knew that the world was vast and full of wonders, and he couldn't wait to explore every corner of it. As he took his first leap from the Cloud Kingdom, he felt a rush of exhilaration. The journey ahead was unknown, but little Droplet was ready to embrace it with open arms and a joyful heart. Little Droplet's big dream was just beginning, and he knew that every moment would be filled with wonder, discovery, and endless possibilities. The Cloud Kingdom was getting crowded. The once spacious and serene sky was now bustling with activity. Water droplets of all shapes and sizes were gathering, creating a lively and vibrant atmosphere. More and more water droplets were joining the fun. They were excited, chattering amongst themselves about the upcoming journey. The anticipation was palpable, and the air was filled with a sense of adventure.
It's time. The droplets had been waiting for this moment, and now it was finally here. They could hardly contain their excitement.
Boomed a deep voice. It was the wind, here to move the clouds. The wind was powerful and majestic, sweeping through the sky with a commanding presence. It was time for the droplets to embark on their journey. Little Droplet held onto his friend tightly. They were getting heavier and heavier. The weight of the droplets was increasing, and they knew it was almost time to let go. Suddenly they couldn't hold on any longer. The force of gravity was too strong, and they began to fall. It was a moment of both fear and exhilaration.
Whee! The droplets were now free-falling, and the sensation was incredible. They felt like they were flying,
shouted little Droplet as he tumbled down from the sky. The world below was coming into view, and it was a breathtaking sight. Everything looked like a blur of colors as he fell. The landscape was a beautiful mosaic of greens, blues, and browns, all blending together in a mesmerizing pattern. Little Droplet felt a thrill. He was finally going on an adventure. The excitement was overwhelming, and he couldn't help but smile. He couldn't wait to see what awaited him down below. The possibilities were endless, and the journey had just begun. Little Droplet was ready to embrace whatever came his way, eager to explore the world and discover new experiences. Plop! Little Droplet landed in a cool, clear stream. He giggled as he bounced off a smooth pebble.
Hello!
A curious fish with shiny scales swam up to him.
You're new here. Welcome to the forest stream.
Little Droplet made new friends with the fish and a playful otter. They splashed and played hide-and-seek amongst the reeds.
This is so much fun.
He was starting to understand why the old raindrop was so excited about the water cycle. The stream carried little Droplet and his new friends downstream. The water flowed faster now, rushing and gurgling over the rocks. The scenery was changing too.
Look!
Shouted the fish, pointing with a fin. They passed tall mountains and fields of colorful flowers. Little Droplet had never seen so many different places before.
The river is like a giant water slide.
He was a little bit scared, but mostly excited about this new adventure. Where would the river take him next? Finally, the river widened and flowed into a giant, sparkling blue expanse.
Wow.
Little Droplet was now in the ocean. The ocean was full of amazing creatures. He saw a school of shimmering fish, a wise-looking sea turtle, and even a playful dolphin.
Hello!
The sea creatures welcomed him with open fins. Little Droplet spent his days exploring the coral reefs and playing hide-and-seek with the kelp. The ocean was a magical place full of wonder and excitement. Little Droplet spent many happy days in the ocean. He made so many new friends and had countless adventures. But as the days grew warmer, he started to feel a little different.
What's happening?
It's time for the next part of your journey. You're going back up.
Little Droplet felt lighter, like he was floating. He waved goodbye to his friends, promising to visit them again someday.
Up we go!
He cheered as he rose from the ocean's surface. Little Droplet felt the warm sun on his face. He was getting lighter and lighter. He turned into a tiny mist, so small he could barely be seen.
What's happening?
But the wind carried his voice away. Don't worry, the wind seemed to whisper back. It's called evaporation. You're going back to the Cloud Kingdom. Little Droplet floated higher and higher. He looked down and saw the ocean shrinking below him. He was on a new adventure, but this time he was going up. As Little Droplet rose higher, he met other water droplets. They were all on the same journey, rising from the earth to the sky, carried by the warm air currents. Each droplet had its own story to tell, and Little Droplet was eager to hear them all. They were all smiles and laughter, happy to be going home. The droplets shared their experiences of traveling through rivers, lakes, and oceans. Some had even been part of a snowflake or a hailstone before melting and joining the journey back to the sky. Soon, they were surrounded by a fluffy white cloud. The cloud was like a big, soft pillow, welcoming them back with open arms. Little Droplet felt a sense of belonging and comfort as he nestled into the cloud with his friends. Little Droplet was back in the Cloud Kingdom. The kingdom was a magnificent place with vast expanses of white clouds stretching as far as the eye could see. It was a place of beauty and tranquility where droplets could rest and prepare for their next adventure. He told all his friends about his amazing journey. He spoke of the rivers he had flowed through, the plants he had nourished, and the animals he had encountered. His friends listened with wide-eyed wonder, eager to hear every detail. He couldn't wait to go on another adventure through the water cycle soon. The thought of traveling to new places, meeting new friends, and experiencing new things filled him with excitement. The water cycle was a never-ending journey, and Little Droplet was thrilled to be a part of it.
Being part of the water cycle is the best. It's a journey of endless possibilities, where every droplet has a role to play. Whether falling as rain, flowing in a river, or rising back to the sky, each moment is an adventure.
Little Droplet thought to himself, already dreaming of the day he would once again fall as rain and explore the wonders of the world below. He knew that every drop of water was part of a greater cycle, a cycle that connected all living things. And with that thought, he drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the adventures that awaited him.